So I finally think I have my perfect setup, which is the sniper rifle and this shotgun. I always wanted a sniper rifle, and I actually always had 2 sniper rifles, 2 different ones, pretty good ones, but they came each with 5 bullets only. And I wasn't able to find any more of those bullets, neither did any of the traders sell those bullets, so I just always left those sniper rifles in the stash because I knew I needed more than 5 bullets, and I didn't want to run around with a heavy sniper rifle that has no more bullets. So I finally got a sniper rifle from completing a side quest, and that one actually uses bullets that are much more frequently found and also sold by traders. So yeah, now I'm just running around with a sniper rifle and a shotgun because I don't want to lug around so many other guns, and you always find so many other guns, so I'm not worried about it at all. At the time of making this video, I have actually exactly played 49 hours, and I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of how it works and, you know, what's going on here and how you just navigate around and find everything to survive, how to survive, all that good stuff. And I actually find so many things that at the beginning of the game, I had no clue they were all around me. It makes things so much easier now because I'm not struggling anymore finding food. I'm not struggling anymore not having any ammo. I never have to buy ammo. I actually have too much ammo. I'm holding on to it because, you know, it's lovely that we get a stash that seems to be unlimited. But, you know, just my God, at the beginning, I had to actually buy ammo. Until I find out, of course, that you can smash those crates. And look at this. I have so many sausages. I actually have sausages until the cows come home back in my stash. And I have brought home every single beer I found, and I had like 50 beer, and when I sold them I got so much money for them because I don't drink those beers. I don't want to be drunk that I can't aim, and so I've actually had to start picking only what I really needed or what was very valuable, and not just like everything, because some of the stuff I have an abundance of, and it's like, why do I need more? Yeah, of course, it's always nice to sell it and make a lot of money, but at the end, at what cost, right? If you can't move and you get killed all the time because you can't move, that's no fun. I mean, then you can have all the money in the world. What's that gonna do for you? And you're never really alone, even if you feel like you are, because there's always someone that kind of noticed you and wants a bite of you. So in this case, I was all alone here, and all of a sudden I am surrounded by enemies, or at least I think I am surrounded by enemies. So I'm like thinking, okay, hold on, I got a sniper rifle. Let's just find a good spot here to kind of pick them out one by one. That's gonna be fun because I could never do that before. Oh, there are 2. They're actually not knowing, well, they didn't know where I was, so they didn't look at me. I got an achievement, and when I read this, it says kill a squad that just finished off another squad. So I was like, oh, they weren't coming for me. There were 2 squads fighting each other, didn't even know I was here. So now I got all those bodies to loot. Awesome. And it's kind of what makes this game also so good, just like Elden Ring was so popular because of it, is like you could just walk through the nature and stuff is happening. Like I just was like, wow, this is a beautiful big open plain here, and this happened. It's like, whoa, what is this? You know, I do remember this. Yeah, I'm not gonna say, but yeah, I've seen this before. So I'm just like, well, okay, I'm not gonna be scared. It doesn't seem to really attack me. It's more like warning me that I shouldn't be here. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take a closer look a little bit over here to see if I can see it again. And see if there's anything. Whoa, there it is. There's 2 of them, 3 of them. Don't seem to be able to shoot them like so. I want to see if this is something that they protect down there. Because why are they here? There's like, seems to be like just a bunch of nothing here. There's no houses, no nothing. I don't even see a cave or anything. So I want to see if there's some kind of secret stash over here, maybe. You never know, right? But I end up not finding anything, and those guys weren't really doing anything for me, besides just kind of spooking me a little bit. I think they had a lot of fun with me right there. And in a village nearby, I saw this light flying around over there, and I know that I should stay away from it because I had to learn the hard way that thing can kill you fast if you don't get out of its way. And I was like, is there something interesting I need to know about? I'm just gonna go check it out. But then I got shot at. Just randomly. I was like, okay, maybe they're retaliating for the ones I just killed earlier. Most likely, because we're still kind of in the same area. So again, you know, often you're like out in the open and there's really no cover. So I'm like desperately running for some cover here because I don't have a chance to survive, especially if I'm outnumbered. Got a good spot there, so now I just need to know where they are. I find one guy. Grenade misses me, thank God. He's down, look at that. God, the sniper rifle is so amazing. Well, it's not just this sniper rifle, just having a sniper rifle is extremely helpful. So I gotta deal with one more guy here. At this point, I don't even know how many guys there are, so I am super careful, because otherwise I could have probably just approached him with the shotgun. I'm like thinking, I'm not going to step out of there and then I get headshot. But they ended up being the only two, and I got some more good loot. And then the weather turned, I got a little bit concerned, and I heard voices, and I was like, oh my god, is there more enemies? But they ended up being actually friendlies. They were just here like me, just surviving. But I was like, oh god, they were talking about hiding, and I was like, oh boy, I mean, those ruins of buildings, I don't know if they're gonna save me from an emission, but better this than out in the open, right? And they were shooting at something, and I realized that we were all attacked by a herd of dogs. So we had to take care of those, because, you know, it's bad enough that we may have an emission to deal with, but we don't need all those dogs attacking us. Those dogs are just moving so fast, but this is where the shotgun comes in handy, because I don't have to reload after each couple bullets. It feels kind of good not to be alone in this, because I'm always a little bit freaked out by those storms, and I was like, I have the storm and the dogs, that's a little much. But we ended up being able to get rid of those dogs, and I was like, I'm gonna have to find some decent shelter just in case there's an emission. But there never was an emission. I made it back to base, but I got shot at, so I was like, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm almost at the base. I will be safe there. I'm not gonna waste my bullets. I'm just gonna go and relax, but I just got shot at really hard, and I couldn't even see where it was coming from. And I was here already behind cover, and I still got shot at, and I'm like, who is shooting? Oh, why can't I get in? What the hell? Why is the door locked all of a sudden? I can't even get into the base now? I am exhausted. You know, I need to unload my stuff, and I just want to, you know, get in, and I can't now. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go and see if I can go in the top. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's open there, right? So, still wondering who is shooting at me, because those guys are not. They're just standing here. So I have no idea if I'm getting attacked by something transparent, but then I'm wondering why those guys are not helping me out or shooting at it. And I'm like, just trying to still figure out where it's coming from. I clearly get shot at with something that's really close to me, but where? So now I'm like, oh, those guys are shooting. What? Why are they shooting at me? Did I do something wrong? What the hell? I mean, they should be friendlies. I've been on this base before and talked to them all. So I'm not sure what's really going on. I'm super confused, and I'm just trying to go and see if I can get in on the top. And I'm still taking quite a bit of damage from those shots that are pretty accurate. I'm like, god darn it, I just don't understand what's going on right now. This guy here doesn't do anything to me, but everything is locked up here too. So I'm thinking, okay, they are just on some kind of a lockdown. It could be because of me, or maybe because of those guys that are shooting, but why is not everyone helping me that's just standing around? I don't know. I tried to kill them, but I wasn't successful, so I thought I'm just gonna wait it out.
Get that toy gun out of my face.
Well, as you could see, the doors opened up again because that guy's in my way, but yeah, they opened up. I was able to get to my stash, take a good night's sleep, and woke up in the morning to some sun, finally, after days of just gloominess and rain. This was such a welcome change. So I was like so eager to go out and explore. But I was still confused about what happened last night, and I might never find out. It was just definitely very odd. What do we have here? Seems like he's stuck. Or blind. Sorry. I know you would have attacked me otherwise. Oh wow, he seems to be a canned food hoarder. Oh, we got some loot. Hold on. With nothing in it. Alright. That's probably all the canned food that was in the backpack. Well, it was nice meeting you. And while we have a peaceful moment right now, I want to talk a little bit more about just what I've learned in those 50 hours. I learned that you can fast travel, but the cheapest price for that was like 2,000 coupons, so that's a little much. I'm like thinking, oh my god, is it worth it spending 2,000? Well, I mean, if you have tons of money and you don't use it for anything else, maybe, but I feel like I have barely been able to upgrade anything because it's just so expensive. Everything is so expensive. And I find it very hard to know which gun or which armor to upgrade because you constantly find new armor and new guns, and so you may put a lot of money into one gun and then shortly after you find one that's even better. So it's like it was all a waste of money in a way. So that's why I'm very hesitant still with upgrading anything. I have done a few upgrades to this shotgun because I feel like there probably isn't a better one. This shotgun is already amazing, and it's been totally worth it to just put some like armor piercing on it. Totally worth it. And but I have not done anything to the sniper rifle. I have done a couple of upgrades to my armor just because it gives me more slots to carry stuff, and I thought that was totally worth it, even though not cheap. But other than that, I think I'm just gonna hold on to my money and just try to survive with what the world is providing me. At this point, I'm contemplating if I should go and check out this ship. There could be enemies, and I'm like, oh no, they're not there. They're actually very close to me, somewhere over there. Or, wait a minute, actually up the hill. So I'm thinking, god darn it, I have, again, no cover here. Not good. So I'm just gonna go and run up the hill a little bit because I can take them up from above much better. Just need some distance from them. I find a building and I was like, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. This lets me oversee this area. So now I'm just gonna wait them out. But they ended up just never coming up here. I think they just ran or gave up. I don't know. I just couldn't find them anymore. And I was like, I'm not gonna chase them down. There's no need for me to chase them down. I can't carry any more loot. I don't want to waste any bullets. that would have only been mostly for like self-defense, but yeah. So another thing I learned is that those guys that usually are invisible, I hope they don't see me, but you can hear them, those guys are visible when they're not attacking. Look at that. There's 3 of them just standing there, and you can literally just sneak by them. I don't think they see much or hear much. They're not very smart, but boy, when they are attacking, yes, then they can be super dangerous. But yeah, you can basically just walk by them carefully. But whatever you do, never forget to save before you think something could happen. Because if it's too difficult for you to deal with, you want to do it at a later time, you can just go back one save. This is the case where I heard something and I was like, it sounds like I have to probably fight one of those invisible dudes, whatever they're called. And I'm glad I saved, because should I become overwhelmed here if the others join in and I might not be able to do it, I can always do it at a later time. But this was the only guy, fortunately. And one guy is really not too hard, especially if you have enough medkits. The only problem is that you can't always see them, and sometimes they're behind you and you don't expect it. Alright. I think we got him right there. I wasn't sure. I was like, you never know. Because you feel like you get him, they come back at you, but this time I actually did get him. Whew. Thank God. Another one bites the dust. I hear so many people comparing this to Fallout, but I feel like this can't be any farther from Fallout. It is definitely way more like Half-Life and a little bit of Escape from Tarkov, from just like the way everything looks, but definitely not Fallout. So if you expect this to be something like Fallout, nope. You most likely will be disappointed, but maybe not. It's just an awesome game, but it is definitely different, but awesome. Anyway. Well, I was sure glad those guys were friendly, because they just took out another guy before I got out there. And yeah, I didn't want to end up like him. But I am now off going back to the base because I'm done with this gloomy, dark and wet weather. And the best thing to do usually is just to go to wherever your bed is and sleep and hopefully wake up to a sunny day. We'll see. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, take care, bye bye.